Alrighty. You've completed the last 3. They're really hard. You've almost done the Dominion. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I haven't even loaded these up yet, so I have no idea what I'm in store for. My plan is to do pretty much like I did when I originally played this game. So the strategy that I found that works best is to play through it first on medium, because on medium difficulty you can start to get a feel for the map, the terrain, the challenges that they're going to throw at you. And medium doesn't take very long, so you can kind of formulate a strategy. Once you finish medium, then you can go back through it on Jurassic. And basically the biggest difference is that it's just going to be more storms. You're going to have, to deal with money a little bit more. But for the most part, we should be able to play through these on medium and just start to get a feel for what it's going to be like. Hey, thank you. Is that Strella? I'm gonna butcher that name. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope your day is going well as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's jump right in here. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do it on medium, because you can see when you change it from medium to Jurassic, the only thing that changes, you start with less money, and your storm, disease, and staff salary is much higher. So this should at least give us an idea of what we're playing with here, and then we'll go back and do it on Jurassic. Oh, okay, you do it once each. That makes sense too. Yeah, I'll do each park twice. Once medium and once on Jurassic. But I'll be putting out guides as well, once I, have done it a couple times and figure it out. Okay, Strel works. Gotcha. Those helped you. I know that these challenge modes are pretty difficult, so. Hey, Toonami, how you doing? Yeah, it's I've been looking forward to trying these out.
Right.
Fence broken right
Where
off the
do
bat.
we even start?
Okay.
I guess the good news is that Jurassic Park is still standing. Sort of. Who am I kidding? It's a complete mess. We're going to have to find the flaws and fix them. But that's not what concerns me the most. The dinosaurs we're dealing with are more intelligent than ever. They're dangerous, and it won't be easy to contain them. Oh, and if that's not enough, we have some rather unhappy scientists on the payroll too. I do hope you're up for the challenge.
Okay, so some of these dinosaurs are unhappy. That's probably not gonna work. I don't think you can send that through there, can you? Yeah, those invisible fences are pretty sweet. Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty awesome. Okay, dinosaurs in certain levels have a chance of inheriting the intelligent trait. Intelligent dinosaurs have high appeal but are dangerous additions to the park. Intelligence dinosaurs have a chance to break out of their enclosure if they see nearby food, guests, or prey. Keep desirable items away from the edge of an intelligent dinosaur's territory or use high security fences to prevent escape. Okay. All right, so that's a new feature. That's definitely not something that they had before. So, I mean, that's what this is. So, more than likely, if these go in here, they're going to get attacked then. Yeah, these conditions definitely seem to be a bit different. Alright, so let's see here. Acquire dinosaurs, advanced reason. Yeah, it's just that's typical here. So, let's go ahead and pause it real fast and see. Is the T-Rex... Okay, so the T-Rex has the intelligent trait as well. This guy's missing sand. Get that thrown in there. There we go. And then, let's see here. The parasaurs are happy. Brachiosaurs need more forest and tall nuts. So, yeah, basically right off the bat, we need to go through here and make sure that all these dinosaurs are taken care of. So there's enough forest. like Walter White and Indiana Jones. Nice. Yeah, the intelligent radius on that Rex did look to be quite significant. So we'll have to mess with that and figure it out a little bit. I don't know if this enclosure is quite big enough. I mean, we might be able to squeak this out here, but it's looking like it might be a tad bit on the small side. If we finesse it just right, there we go. Got it just right. Yeah, the UK one was pretty bad. There's another one on here that I've seen that was supposed to start with no money as well. So those are good. Oh geez, one Velociraptor. What are you doing over here? That's a problem. So we're gonna have to get this more friends. I think it just needs one though. Intelligent. Breaks out to reach nearby food guests and dinosaurs, but it only gives you plus 20% appeal. Can we sell these? I wonder if you can sell these. Sure can. So we'll sell that Velociraptor, because I don't like dealing with Velociraptors, and that thing is going to end up breaking out. So let's not deal with that. Let's see here. Triceratops needs ground fiber. Then we got Stegosaurus, and I don't think... Yeah, these guys don't like each other. So... You know what? We can take the, Actually, better yet, let's just put a fence right here. We just run this down the middle. Boop, boop, boop. Split that enclosure in half. Probably should have put the Stegos on the bigger side, but that's alright. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Gactrix. Man, that's a... You guys with your tough names. Yeah, this one's definitely looking like it's gonna be, not exactly easy. And so we need ground fiber as well. Let's go ahead and pause it again. I forgot that I unpaused it. There we go. And then let's take a look at these. They need ground nut, ground fiber, and water. So that should be pretty straightforward. Water. A little bit of ground fiber over here. And then ground fruit, which we can replace some of this forest with. And then we throw the rest of it over there. There we go. Alright, so those guys are happy with their enclosure. The Trikes are happy with theirs. The Dilophosaur are happy with theirs. These guys are all content. We're selling the Velociraptor so we don't have to deal with it. And then the T-Rex is in its enclosure. There we go. So we are going to have to adjust things. I can tell that now, because the Rex isn't even really visible. So let's take a look here at the researches and see what we have available. There's only 21 species available. Some of these bigger dinosaurs would be nice to have. Oh, Suchomimus, let's go. Suchomimus is completely overpowered. If we can get a Suchomimus in here, we're set. So this actually unlocks multiple. I wasn't expecting that. So this gets Coelophysis, Compi, Proceratosaurus, and Trudon. Carnotaurus and Majungasaurus, Suchomimus, T-Rex. So these are some decent dinosaurs to mess with. Stegosaurus isn't bad. Spinosaurus is decent. So really, I mean, it's not like you're going to have a ton of options to mess with. Yeah, Velociraptors and Stegosauruses were an absolute pain in the first one. They're still a pain in this one. We could put several of these in here to get our species requirement up. I haven't looked to see yet what our species requirement's going to be, but there's a hatchery. We have the genetic modifications there. We have the diseases available. Viewing platform, which actually might be the way to go. Given that the dinosaurs that have that intelligent trait are going to be more aggressive towards things that they can see, this viewing platform might work because you can get people further away and still be able to see the dinosaur. So the viewing platform seems like it might actually be a good strategy for this. We'll test that here in a little bit. Obviously, medium amenities and all that. Did we start with power? We did start with power. Okay. How much do you have to super chat for a 24-hour stream? Oh boy. Yeah, I have no idea. I won't be able to today. That's for sure. I might be able to do one at some point. But yeah, I definitely can't today. The Biosyn viewing platform would be OP in challenge mode. It sure would, especially in this one. That would be pretty awesome. So extraction capacity and all that. Yeah, so I mean this one, it doesn't look like we have a ton of options that we have to mess with here. Let's take a look. So we have our scientists with the disloyal trait. Okay, all of them have disloyal traits, so we'll have to watch out for that. And their skills are all kind of terrible, actually, now that I look at it. So our scientists are going to be more of a pain. Let's see here. Do we have viewing galleries? We do. Let's throw a viewing gallery in here. Then we can run our path up here. At this point, I'm just kind of winging it because I don't know what the best strategy is so far. Looks like we do have the tour here, which the tours do provide transportation now. I do remember that being a new thing. Now the question is, when these come through here, is the Velociraptor, or not the Velociraptor, the Dilophosaurs, are they going to try to eat us? Why do I have no stars? I just started, and so it probably hasn't even registered yet. And yeah, tons of disloyal scientists. All right, so we have the core guest buildings unlocked. So I don't know how we unlock those per se, but let's go ahead and pause it again now that we had it pop up for a second. Yeah, you can see it's slowly starting to register. It just hadn't registered anything because we had just started. Let's get a hotel in here. Basically, right off the bat, you almost typically always will put the basics of the guest amenities. So you need a hotel. You'll need an emergency bunker, which we can put one here because we know that they're going to need to go there. We'll pay the extra. We have plenty of cash right now. And we're going to need restrooms, which we can put on this side more than likely. It's going to be right in the way of the gate. Yeah, that's fine. We'll run power out here. They can attack the cars, but it doesn't happen very often. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure with them being small carnivores if they would or not. You can't put them in with the big carnivores. So run that there. Run that there. That'll work. And then let's see here. So we put the emergency bunker. We put the hotel. Probably throw another restroom like down here. Maybe. Yeah, it's not necessary. We'll just look and see what we have going here. Our star rating should start jumping up now. You basically just have to get everything set up and then let the park start to go for a second. Looks like they did already have shops. There's 2 shops here. They're probably configured all sorts of wrong. They are. Let's take these modules off of here. So they mess with you there. These are all configured wrong, so you need smoothies. Fossil display. That'll get that one going. And then let's take a look here. You need to remove these. Because otherwise they're like really, really negative. That one's 3,900. So we'll do this one. And then we might be able to put one more on here to get it a little bit higher. Nope. So those are configured a little better. We have food and drinks. Do we have gifts anywhere? Tons and tons of gates. There's food. We can use this to just take a look at everything we got. So we have 2 park tours, 3 park tours, 4 park tours. Oh, those were just, okay. Those were just the stations. Got our restroom, science center. We have 2 small power stations. We have smoothies. All of our tour gates. Okay. Yeah, so we have drink and food, but we don't have gifts. So I need to put gifts in here as well. Yeah, we can go ahead and throw that in here. Put it right there. Let that go. So this will start to bring up our guest comfort. Now we might have to put more out here as well, because it looks like we essentially have kind of like 3 parks almost. We have like one area over here, we have a central area here, and then we have another area over here. So we're going to have to worry about all 3 of those. As you can see, these are actually making money now rather than losing us money. And then we'll go ahead and configure these. So 2,700, and we just got to find the one that's the highest, 3,600. Yeah, it looks like 3,600 was the highest. Let's see if we can get more out of it. 43. Yeah, it's looking like 43 is the most, and then can we get any more? 48. There we go. So those are going to be making us some money. Once this hotel is finished, we're going to jump up a bit more. So we lost 100,000 there, but that's all right. We have 5.5 million, so, and let's see here. We should be making money. We'll just have to wait for a second to see if it goes up or not. 5581290. Oh yeah, we're making money. We're good. This came out yesterday. I didn't stream it yesterday because I was actually recording the whole campaign and Chaos Theory modes. And then I edited those. The
job well done.
Campaign is actually uploading right now. It'll probably be uploaded here in a couple hours. And then the Chaos Theory mode, I'll start uploading that tomorrow morning. So that'll be available tomorrow morning. So we're up to almost 1.5 stars. We already hit the income tax thing, so accommodation rating is only 80%, so we're actually going to need another hotel. So let's get that put in here. There we go. Alright, so we have tons of researches available. just got another carnivore thing completed. Oop. So these... Okay, so... Yeah, they booped the vehicle, but they didn't really mess anything up. But these don't have any power. So let's see about getting these things powered. We should be able to just connect that. And then it'll power this enclosure here. Which is much bigger than it needs to be. There's only 3 of these things in here. So we can always adjust that as we need to. Alright, and then let's take a look here. Our guest comfort is only at 64%. So if we go through here, we should be able to see what it is that we're missing. I would assume... Yeah, see, like, all these small places here where the guests can go to are going to be considered separate. Yeah, there's like 5 new challenge mode maps. So yeah, we're going to need more food, drink, and shop coverage there. And then we're going to need more over here as well. More restrooms and shelter coverage, so... Yeah, let's get these placed over here, so... Throw a shelter there. You can just throw the restroom there. And then they're probably going to want some, like, shopping and everything. So what we can do is we can bring this out, and then we can throw in the shops in here. It's not really a ton of space to work with, but we can make it work. So there's shopping. And then let's see here. Alright, so now we just have to reach a park rating of 5 stars. There's drinks, and then if we can get food placed in here. Might be able to do it over here. They don't all have to be right next to each other. There we go. So now if we just connect all these. There we go. And then we just need to power this. There we are. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing profitable. It doesn't look like it's going to be, but that's fine. We can adjust it later. For right now it's going to be negative, but that's alright. Negative 192. There we go. Alright, so that'll just take a little bit for all the guests to actually start using those. The T-Rex is just not visible at all. I really don't like using the tour rides if I don't have to. So let's see about getting more... let's see about getting these viewing galleries. I really think that these... or the viewing platforms. I really think these viewing platforms are going to help. So each time you research something, your sabotage risk rises, apparently. So we're gonna have to balance how much we research, apparently. And then let's take a look. What is our total? So they want us to have 7,000 total appeal with 14 total species. Apparently we need a lot more restroom coverage. Okay, so we did end up needing one down here. Hey, Shady. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. No, I don't really have a streaming schedule per se. I honestly, I try to stream when I can. It is kind of tough, though. I've been trying really hard to stream on Wednesdays just because it's like a fun, like, it has a ring to it, Jurassic World Wednesday. But yeah, it's hard to do it most of the time. Man, is this just not updated yet, or is there just that many people? There it goes. Okay, I was gonna say, there can't be that many people needing to take a dump at the same time, right? There, it updated. Okay.
Seriously, this next objective is worth your time.
All
I've
right.
sent you written details.
So, need more scientists to effectively run the park. We are going to need more scientists anyways, and to get 500,000 to hire another
We
scientist.
could use some more personnel.
Well,
Maybe
I'm
a
not
career
hiring
day
5,
or
that's
job
for...
fair.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever it takes.
Well, that backfired a
Hire
little bit.
away.
Okay. So we're not going to be completing that. And then, let's take a look here. So this path comes right here. Where does this Rex... Okay, so it's essentially right there at the edge of those trees. So we don't want to bring anything like past right here, but if we do one of these, if we do one of those, we might be able to get away with it. What's your favorite dinosaur? Yours is the Carnotaurus? Oh, man. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I really am a big fan of the T-Rex. Always has been a kind of a favorite of mine. So yeah, let's try this and see what happens. I feel like we can get away with this right here. So, basically we're keeping the people further back from the Rex. Yeah, see, that's right there on the line. So if we don't let guests anywhere closer to that, then the T-Rex won't attack them. But we use this viewing platform so that way people can actually see it from there. And then of course we'll end up having to put some like shops and stuff right here. And we'll have to power this. But I'm thinking that might be the way to go about it, is to just increase your viewing distance. So that way you don't have to deal with the animals trying to get to the people. We just keep our people far enough back that we don't even go within that radius. It's worth a try. Like I said, this is my first time doing these new scenarios, so... But yeah, you can see that now... This whole area in here is visible. So as long as the Rex stays in here, and then honestly, what I can do, move this. Move that over there. And we'll delete a little bit of the water. Because basically my goal here is to keep the Rex as far over in this area as I possibly can. Your son loves Toro? Okay. Yeah. Toro from Camp Cretaceous, right? So there, that should work. And then let's take a look here at the... So basically just have to look at these. You don't know how to do the Jurassic Park one? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to figure it out. I'll eventually put an actual tutorial out.
Up. Great effort.
But for now, I'm just experimenting with it and seeing what we got. So we're going to need some more shelters here. So let's throw... Yeah, see, we have more carnivores available. So we'll put a bunker there. And I'm guessing we need more restrooms. We'll gain $2 million to sell the endangered species. Whew, sorry about that. Coughed a little bit. Or it can have 10 times remaining time. So if we gain the 2 million, then we'll have a chance at having a sabotage, but 2 million is a lot, so we'll take that risk. We'll see what happens. So we're going to need a restroom here. You completed the Jurassic difficulty San Diego one? Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll be working on that one here soon. Obviously, that'll be kind of next on the list. See if we can get some more scientists in here. All these scientists kind of suck, but... reduces the cost of synthesis. There we go. That one's a decent one. And then, let's see here. This one is faster extractions, which could be decent. How are we on welfare? Well, she could be a pretty strong welfare person. She's got good genetics and logistics. She's got good genetics. So yeah, we're probably going to need another logistics and another welfare. Which actually, this person right here is pretty solid. So, there we go. Research completed, apparently. So we unlocked the expedition. So now we can start looking for more fossils and stuff. We could also train up our dinosaur, or not our dinosaurs, our we could train up our staff a little bit. I'm on PS5 is what I'm playing on. So we have a bunch of researches available here. Increase your park rating to 2.5 stars for the Suchomimus. We have Carnotaurus and Majungasaurus available. Compi, Coelophysis, Proceratosaurus, and Troodon. So, I'm thinking the strategy here. You only need 7,000 appeal for this. Obviously, on Jurassic difficulty, it's going to be more. When will I finish the USA map I've been doing? Probably once I get done with all these. Obviously, these are the fresh new thing that people want to see. So, I'll probably work on these for a bit, and then once I'm done with these, I'll go back and finish those. Let's see here. So we need more shelter and restroom coverage, which I think it's because these haven't registered yet. Let's get a expedition center set up. Because we're gonna need to get some more species eventually, obviously. So we could potentially put like a small species right in here. All these vehicles are driving by anyways, so we could potentially put something small in here, which would be pretty decent actually. On Jurassic difficulty Southwest US, I'm stuck at 4.6 to 4.7. Suchomimus. Suchomimus is what you need. If you're 4.6 or 4.7 and you don't have the appeal, make a bigger enclosure and just start spamming Suchomimus in there until eventually you get it. Suchomimus has really good appeal for the space. Let's see here. Just trying to figure out where I'm going to put this. So I don't want to take up more space than I need to with it. So it could just kind of go in a random spot that I'm not going to use. Doesn't look like it's going to fit back here. I mean, I could just put it in here and then bring it across the path there. Wish it fit back here. That would be nice. But if I'm going to put an enclosure in here, then I should probably not put it right in the way. And then I could probably do another enclosure in here, actually, which would be the smart thing to do. If this path is going around, the smart thing to do would be to kind of use these as they're already set up a little bit. So I'll put another enclosure in there. So let's see, we have a ton of space out here that's not being used too, that we could mess with. Something just attacked a fence. I felt the controller vibrate. You have more appeal than you need. Spam Megalosaurus.
Travel in comfort, style, and safety on the park.
Oh, you can't make the 200,000 income. Make sure all your shops are set up like they need to be. Oh, what's going on here? Highest rated dinosaur in the new DLC pack is there is Xenosaurus. There is Nosaurus. It's extremely overpowered. I'll be making a video about it. I did some testing on it, and it's absolutely bonkers. So, 100% use that dinosaur. For some reason, is upset. I'm guessing, you know what? He attacked the fence, and he's got less health. I'm gonna take a guess that this thing has rabies. Which you need to take a picture of in order to get more, in order to unlock the...
Photography's in your blood, I'd say. This picture is brilliant.
Let's see here. Medical treatment, rabies. Let's get that researched. You definitely should put it in any park. I haven't done Fallen Kingdom yet. And I haven't... You know what? I actually haven't used the Quetzal yet. It was not in the... It was not in the campaign, so I didn't end up actually using it. Yeah, if you want, you can reach out on Twitter. And you can send me a couple screenshots there, and I'll take a look at them in a little bit and see what you got going on. There's probably something small in there that you're missing. Just double check your guest comforts to make sure your guest comfort is at where it needs to be. Yeah, you might be missing like a hotel or two. Could just be a small little setup issue. If you already have the appeal, then it's going to be something small, like just making sure your shops are set up, or making sure that or just making sure that you have everything else you need: hotels, restrooms, all that. All right, let's go ahead and get this. I'm just gonna put it in here. This will be fine. There we go. So yeah, let's get this fixed here first. I need to assign these to actually do these status checks. Now, I'm thinking over here, because these are completely isolated, the way to do this would be to make a second response facility. And then we can assign this response facility to these three over here. And that way they're not being stretched too thin. So let's get this thrown in here. That one there. So we'll let that build. So we'll have a response facility here that'll be assigned to this one, and This one will eventually change this Dilophosaur enclosure because this Dilophosaur enclosure is way too big. The Quetz is high rated, around 600. Okay. Yeah, there is no has 1,222. 1,222 piece, and you can fit a ton of them in an enclosure, so it's ridiculous. You had the problem in the Northwest and spammed 20 Tylosaurus in a lagoon and it worked? Okay, nice. The problem with spamming a bunch of them in the same enclosure, though, is that if it doesn't immediately give you 5 stars, you'll start running into issues because your welfare will go down for your dinosaurs. And that welfare does take is a portion of your star rating. Alright, so what I'm thinking is once we get it going again, we can put another like carnivore species or something in here if we need to. And we can take our path this direction if need be. And then if we start running into issues with transportation, we can edit this one and bring it around and up here to give us the transportation rating that we need. Because otherwise, we have a ton of space up here, and our requirement for getting 5 stars actually isn't even all that high. So, let's take a look here. So as far as like small, easy to take care of dinosaurs, we got, you know, like Dryosaurus, Struthi, of course. We just need to do a quick inventory, see what dinosaurs we actually have in the park. Biosyn sandbox map with the mist. I haven't played it unless it was the campaign map, which I'm sure it is. I really enjoyed the way that forest looked with the little bit of mist coming out of it, if it's the same. Okay, so we have Parasaur, Brachiosaur, Trike, Stego, Dilophosaur. Okay, so we don't have like any of the Mimuses or any of the small things. So we could put like a small like Struthiamimus enclosure or something in here. We could put like a really small enclosure for like some compies or something somewhere. You could probably fit another enclosure in here for like another small species. And then in here we definitely have room for more enclosures. So we could get a couple more herbivores over here. We could make this kind of a herbivore area. So we'll put some bigger herbivores in here. Maybe some different ceratopsids or whatever. Even we could potentially fit another big herbivore over here. I think you could put a Podosaurus in with Brachiosaurus now too. I think I've seen that during the... We have a hatchery. I didn't realize we had a hatchery this whole time. Okay, so... let's go ahead and we'll do... yeah, let's do some Struthiamimus. Make sure we get that cheaper synthesis. You know, these Struthiamimus are obviously super expensive. So let's run this through here. Look at that. There we go. It doesn't need to go on that side. So we'll just run it on the inside here. There we go. That'll be a small little enclosure for like Struthis and all that. Gain 1 million, lose Struthiamimus egg, and upsetting criminals may have repercussions. So we don't really want to upset the criminals, because then we'll, you know, they'll open up our gates and stuff. So, there. We're going to end up getting sabotaged, though, is the problem. But I don't really think there's a way around it. Let's go ahead and make these. Let's go ahead and make these Struthies. Yeah, our sabotage risk is getting pretty high. So that's going to be an interesting mechanic to deal with. Because it does go down over time. But the problem is you need to be constantly trying to do stuff if you want to complete this in a relatively quick amount of time. Alright, so we got 4 Struthies coming out. This will give us another species in the park.
Asset requiring collection.
There we go. And we know they're not going to need this many trees, so let's go ahead and get rid of the majority of these trees. There we go. We can put some water like here in the middle. There. And then yeah, as the guests are coming into the park, they'll be able to see these as they're pulling up to this this entrance here. Personally think that console players have an advantage over PC players doing challenge mode, but PC players are better at sandbox parts. Yeah, I'm not sure why console would have a advantage though. Now let's see here. So Struthia Mimus is going in there. We could probably get some small other herbivore in there. Maiasaura is going to require quite a few of them. We're not going to be able to do like Gallimimus, Struthiomimus, which is kind of silly. I don't think, anyways. Let's double check. Well, there's nothing saying that we couldn't. It's just we'd have to watch out for overpopulation. Or we could do like an Ankylosaur. Because Ankylosaurs don't need very many. And they don't require much space. Let's see what Ankylosaurs we have available. So there's Crichtenosaurus, which doesn't mind Mimuses, which is good for us. Euoplocephalus, which doesn't mind Mimuses. Yeah, so we could do one of those two in here. Oh, okay, gotcha. So we don't unlock these until we get to 3 stars. So we won't worry about these quite yet, but eventually we can throw those in there with them. Chunkingosaurus and Hyangosaurus are another couple good additions. We unlock Gallimimus at 2.5. We unlock Apatosaurus at 2.5. So it's looking like we don't really actually have to research much. We're just kind of automatically getting them.
Asset has been collected.
So let's make sure that these guys are satisfied with their enclosures first, and then we'll start working on trying to get up to 2.5. Once we get to 2.5 stars, we'll immediately go for Suchomimus, and I honestly think we could get 5 stars by just putting out a Suchomimus. A whole pack of them, but still. So there's a bunch of forest over here, so it's not going to need that. So we'll throw a bunch of ground leaf in here. And we'll give it extra because it's going to need more because of there being more in here. Once that spreads out, it'll find the rest of the forest it needs. There we go. So it has all the forest it needs, and then once we get these other 2 in here, those will be solid. Park rating, we're just low on appeal because we need 7 more species total, which is where these small herbivores come into play. Shelter coverage, accommodation rating, we need another hotel.
Asset in transit.
And then we need to figure out where our shelter is weak at, which is right here. So let's go ahead and throw a emergency bunker in here. Looks like our restroom coverage is a little low there. Not sure what the crap is going on with this. We'll throw a restroom right there, because why not? And then, let's see here. So that shelter will be finished. Once that restroom finishes, it'll fix that. We need another hotel. Which, I typically try to avoid putting all the hotels in the same spot, because it starts to get too crowded. But not having a ton of places to play with here. So it looks like this is going to be our main hub for our park. So eventually we can get more hotels back there if we need to. But for now, we'll just put another one right here. There we go. I'm kind of using this this time here to let my scientists kind of calm down a little bit, because I have such a high chance of a sabotage right now. So compies would be a decent addition. Velociraptors are an absolute nightmare to deal with, so we'll avoid those if we can. Dryosaurus would be nice to add. So would Styracosaurus. Maiasaurus would be decent. So yeah, we'll do a Dryosaurus. Yeah. So we're gonna have to like really watch how much we're setting our scientists to do anything. Now, is there a way of decreasing how much we get? You would think that there might be. One of one built, so we can only have one science or staff center. I don't even know where it's at. That's why I don't like when parks are already partially built for you. I find it way more difficult to deal with parks that are already partially built because I don't know where everything's at and it's not set up how I would want it. Staff center. Okay, it's right there. So we can increase our scientist capacity, rest time. So we can get ourselves more scientists, but there's nothing else in here that's really going to keep us from gaining that. So that's going to be the hard thing to balance. So you kind of just have to let that decline over time. There it went. I was going to say, they're going to sabotage us. That was only a matter of time. That's fine, though. All they did was turn off our power stations. So that's not the worst thing that we could possibly have. Let's refresh these contracts. Because we're not gonna be doing that one. There we go. Keep your dinosaurs disease-free. That's way more
Disease-free
likely to be
dinosaurs
completed.
is our goal. Not some, but all. Difficult, but not impossible, as you'll soon prove.
So we'll just reset these, and that'll resolve our sabotage. Wasn't too bad of a sabotage there. Sometimes they take a ton of money, though, and that one's way more
so
rough.
Let's not mess it up.
The invisible
team.
fences aren't available.
Together, we should be able to accomplish this next objective sharpish.
They're not available on this one. You can do a heavy fence, but that's it. But it's got a safety rating of 5. And the T-Rex has a safety rating of... I don't even remember where to see that at, because I never check it. A safety rating of 6. So even the highest rated fence wouldn't stop a T-Rex from breaking out. You could stop some other things like these. Yeah, these have a safety rating of 5, so you'd have to use the heaviest fence, and you would be able to, stop those from getting out. That'd be about it. So I never use heavier fences just because it doesn't ever seem to really actually matter. Alright, so let's sell those. Alright, so we'll set our scientists to extract that. Once we get Dryosaurus, we can put Dryosaurus in here. It's just another herbivore. Small little one. But it'll be another species in the park. So right now, my concern is just trying to get more species in the park to overcome that species penalty. But once we get more species in the park, then we can start working on getting some like heavy hitters in here to hit the appeal that we need. So species requirement first, and then yeah, big dinosaurs after that. Which in this case is probably going to be the Suchomimus for me. It's pretty much what I always end up running with. There we go. Saves money if you... Okay. I think I was getting what you were saying there. That you reduce your upkeep if you use concrete fence. Well, this is weird. I'm having a bit of a glitch here where I can't fast forward for some reason. I can't pause time, and I can't fast forward. Weird. Huh. That's strange. Well, that's going to be annoying. Ranger team can't find... What? Yeah, I think something's glitched out a little bit here. Yeah, restarting the game's not really going to be an option, because if I restart the game, it's going to kick out the... It's gonna stop the stream, which I don't want to do, so... Dryosaurus. So let's go ahead and we'll get some of these going. We'll throw them in here. And then that'll give us another species, so it'll be a little less species penalty. Otherwise, we have everything else we need, so, well, I say that, but I just realized we don't have the food and drink coverage we need, not even remotely. So can we research the bigger ones? We can, we just have to wait. Oh, you're fine. Not a problem. Well. Now I'm in a little bit of trouble here. It's not letting me select anything here, so I think the game is completely like freaking out. Let me exit to main menu. Oh yeah. Yeah, they make you do that during the campaign, and then you have to do it again during Chaos Theory, and it's absolutely terrible. I hated using it. There we go. All right. We fixed our issue there. Lost a couple minutes, but not a big deal. At least now we can speed up time and whatnot. There's definitely access. You can do it. You can figure it out. Actually, what I'm going to do here is, I think part of the problem is the forest is too thick right there. Okay, so let's try this again. Dryosaurus. Takes like no time at all. Yeah, the Jeep pathfinding can be a bit of a pain. Go ahead and select all of those. It doesn't matter. Set that to go. We're getting kind of high up on our threat level there again, but honestly, I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot we can do about it. I mean, you have to keep doing things in the game. Like, you can't just stop just because that's getting high. So if it's going to force you to deal with it, I mean, you're just going to have to deal with it. Occasionally, things will pop up that'll give you a chance to help your publicity, which should help. But for the most part, I think that's going to be something we're just going to have to deal with on this scenario.
O passeio do Jurassic Park está esperando.
Alright, so we have these Dryosaurus ready. We'll go ahead and throw them in here.
Asset collection request received.
And then let's research the medium shops, so that way we can get these shops going. These will give us a lot of extra money, which should increase our rating. Drive into a fence while there was a gate next to it. Kept driving into the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely seen that a few times.
Transportation underway.
I almost forgot to put a thing in here. So more bad publicity. That's exactly what we needed.
Transit has commenced. Asset delivered.
Guest food poisoning.
Asset
transportation in progress.
Yeah, let's not be doing that. Some of your guests have had their food poisoned deliberately. Hey, that's pretty messed up, actually. In fact, that's a federal offense to do that, so don't do that. Don't mess with people's food. You'll go to federal prison for a long time.
How you completed that objective? It was absolutely blinding.
Was it really? Because I didn't do anything.
Delivery has
Wow,
been
you did a great
completed.
job of keeping your dinosaurs disease-free by just, well, doing literally nothing. When you're using your tablet and it lags, so your typing is terrible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. We'll be doing a video with doing all challenge maps 5 stars. No dinos? No.
Assets in the air.
That's not possible to do anymore. They updated it shortly after I put out that video and made it to where it doesn't work the same anymore.
Asset transportation complete.
So now if you put more than one innovation center, it starts to have negative returns. So used to, you could put just tons and tons of innovation centers and eventually get yourself to 5 stars by just using innovation centers. But now, if you try to use just innovation centers, the first one will give you full appeal, and then the second one will have the amount that you get, and then so on and so on, until eventually they basically
Asset
don't
has
give you
been
anything.
transported.
So that exploit is gone, which I'm kind of glad it is, because it was silly that that's how it worked. That you could get 5 stars at a dinosaur
I
park
just
without
wanted to
having
say
any
how
dinosaurs.
much I value all of your contributions. What you are doing for the dinosaurs is nothing short of spectacular. Also, we have another objective, but don't let my previous words influence your decision in any way. Well, okay, maybe a little. Money makes the world go round. The more resources we have at our disposal, the more we can do for the dinosaurs.
So we need some shops in here. Food. Get some drinks. And some gifts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't do a part 2 of it. Yeah, it was an exploit, and obviously they didn't intend for it to work that way. So it makes sense that they got rid of it. And I was, like I said, I was glad when they did. $8,300. Wow, look at this. Yeah, these are going to give us a ton of extra money. So 11,000 here. 27,000. I think is going to be the highest. Yep. And then let's see if we can get some more out of it. 2831. Make sure you keep the game paused when you're doing this, because otherwise the numbers will keep changing and it's hard to figure out which ones you need. But least favorite dinosaur in Jurassic World Evolution 2? Basically all the birds. I pretty much never use any of the birds. They're all pretty terrible. Their stats are terrible. They take up a ton of space. Not my favorite, that's for sure. 9,600. 11,000. And let's see here. I think that's going to be about the max we can get. Yep. And then this one still needs to finish building. Hey, Demo. How's it going? Alright, let's get this one configured. Looks like 5,000 might be the best one. So, dinosaur adoptions. Not much, Demo. Hope you're doing all right. 8,000. Thanks, appreciate it. We've been working on this park for a couple hours, or a little over an hour now. 11,000. Seen a 14 pop up. There we go. Alright. So this should jump our park rating up a decent amount. Why did that just suddenly... See, that's why you gotta pause it, because these numbers will kind of jump around all over the place. I'm not sure why they seem to do that so much, but... So this still needs a little bit more drink, food, and shopping up here. So more amenities coming in. Some shopping. And then the food is needed further down, so... It's another trick to use is to see, you know, you can see right here where it's red here, but it gets blue down here. But if we go to the drinks, it's red all the way down to here. So we want to make sure that we put our food further in here, because it's more needed down here than it is elsewhere. If I could actually place it, that is. And then drinks we can just throw in. Well, I guarantee you it's going to be silly now and not let me place this. There's clearly enough room here. But now it's not going to let me. I really hate the building in this game. Hey, thanks, Demo. I appreciate that. Ah, the building. It's so bad. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Well, I was just spamming the build button and eventually it went. Whatever. We'll call that good enough, I guess. Actually, I don't want that there. Cuz that'll end up getting in the way. There we go. Because we might end up putting more hotels back here. And then we need to connect this with a path. There we go. I like how it said that we needed these over here, and now when I put them here, they're like, ah, yeah, never mind. So we need to configure these again. There was one that was 9,000. There we go. 17. There's one that was 18. Oh, 24. 28. 28. Yeah, 28.3. That'll work. That one doesn't have enough guests in it to even make it worth configuring. And then this one, 3,000, 4,000. So yeah, this 4,400. 7,000. 7,700. Then let's see here, 11,000 will probably be the max that we're gonna get. Yep. So get all that configured. There we go. What's my favorite Jurassic World movie? Oh man, that's tough. I mean, I really liked all three of the originals. Jurassic World was all right, but I've only ever watched it like a couple times. Fallen Kingdom I only ever seen once. So I'd have to say the original trilogy was definitely my favorite. Maybe that's just nostalgia kicking in, but personally I really enjoyed those. So by putting these in, you can see it's jumped me up to almost to 2.5 stars by just putting those in there. Now let's double check on these guys and make sure that they're good, which they are. And then we need to put that in there, and then we need to put a gate, which is why I left a little space here. But of course the dinosaurs are going to be right there in the way. There we go. We're going to assign Ranger Team 2 to this. It's definitely not unreachable. There's a gate right there. Alright. So once we hit 2.5 stars, like I said, we can start looking for Suchomimus. And then we'll put a Suchomimus enclosure over here. And we can just put an absolute crap ton of them in there. And it should end up getting us 5 stars. Oh. Hang on a second. I completely overlooked this, and I shouldn't have. But part of the problem we're having is our paths. Have 500 guests in your park. Increase your park rating to 1.5 stars. Where's wide path? There it is. Okay. I was gonna say we need wider paths. So if we come in here to this, you'll be able to see it's under this one. We have some overcrowding going on, which the overcrowding affects your star rating as well. Let's get those taken care of. We'll get these paths researched. We'll get the wider paths. And then once we get that overcrowding fixed, like I said, it should take us up to 2.5 stars. How many species do we have in the park? We have 8 out of 14. Suchomimus would be 9. We honestly wouldn't need much more than that. Obviously, on Jurassic difficulty, you're gonna need to do more, but yeah, it's not quite the same. It's very close though. I mean, it's pretty close. Alright, so wide path unlock. Let's go ahead and start replacing some of these.
I just wanted to pop in and let you know. We all appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, I pretty much always end up building with wide path because it's like the good, like, middle ground. And once the game registers everything being upgraded, it should jump up our star rating. It's going to go down right now because it's thinking that we disconnected everything. And to re-register. There we go. Upgraded all of our paths. Your goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, just keep at it. You'll get there eventually. It's definitely not easy. Okay, so I was gonna say nobody needs anything over there, so I think another reason why our star rating dropped a little bit is because the T-Rex went back here into this corner. Alright, so what other species could we potentially use here? We have one of these. Scientists break through. And we'll give them a small increase to their salary. Maybe it would make them not as angry. I don't know why they're all so angry. So we already have trikes. We already have Struthiomimus. So we could do another ceratopsid, which would potentially go in well with these. Nope. They definitely changed these. So now some of these ceratopsids, or not even just ceratopsids, some of these dinosaurs actually go in with other dinosaurs of their same type. They didn't do that before. So like this one, Chasmosaurus can go in with Styracosaurus and Pachyrhinoceros. They definitely couldn't do that before. Parasaurolophus can go with Maiasaura, so I can put Maiasaura in here with the Parasaur. So they've definitely changed that. So the Myosaur can go in here. And I feel like this enclosure is big enough. If it's not, then we can adjust things. So yeah, let's do Myosaura. Why do the dinosaurs hate the Rizno? The Rizno is not friendly. Yeah, the Troodons can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, and yeah, the Riznosaurus is, I mean, it's a herbivore, but it is not the friendliest of herbivores. If you've ever played Ark Survival Evolved, you'd know all about the Riznos and how they are. Yeah, they're territorial. You come anywhere near them, and they'll try to chase you off. How much time are we up to? 49 minutes. Our par time is 4.5 hours. Yeah, if we get this Myosaura in here, that would put us definitely at 2.5 stars. And then Suchomimus just start spamming those things out.
It's really exciting that you're able to help out with these objectives. I've sent along the details for you to review.
Photograph your dinosaurs. Usually it's something ridiculous, but we'll try it. Take a take a photo worth at least 62,000. That's going to be tough. Ready for this?
Most people would look at an
Nailed it.
objective like this and throw their hands up in the air. But you put your head down and got to it.
Yeah, the new map
That's
has
the
come
kind of
out.
fortitude we could use more of around here.
I plan on doing a series on it when I get a chance. I've just been really busy recently, so I'm trying to balance YouTube and real life. Because unfortunately, you know, YouTube, as much as I really enjoy doing YouTube, at the end of the day, it is just a hobby. I mean, it doesn't exactly pay the bills like a full-time job does. So, you know, you have to balance real life with the dream of being a full-time YouTuber. I actually just hit 2.5 stars, so a lot of this stuff is actually available now. Let's see here. We will have to research the Suchomimus. We don't have the right skill for it. Gallimimus. Apatosaurus is available now. Yeah, I make a little bit, but it's not nearly as much as you would think. I mean, I do only have a couple thousand subscribers and whatnot, so I'm definitely still a very, very small YouTube channel, and I mean, it pays enough to support my gaming hobby, is about all that it covers. I would love for it to actually be like a legitimate job, but you know, eventually the idea is that it'll get there, but you know, steady growth of the channel and just keeping at it, and eventually it might. So let's go after this. We'll go after this Myosaura. But we're also going to need to upgrade our scientists before we go after the Suchomimus, so. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm averaging like $60 a month or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the idea is to not even necessarily get famous, but just make a channel that people go to for entertainment and that people enjoy, and hopefully eventually it'll be a channel that, you know, people can, you know, when you think of the channel, it's like, oh yeah, I know that channel. Like,
looking up. Great effort.
Like when you mention some of these bigger names, like people immediately are like, oh yeah, I've totally watched that person before. My star rating just jumped like tremendously. I'm not exactly sure why it jumped so much. You see that? It's just like constantly climbing. You started almost a year ago and don't know how to... So to get monetized on YouTube, you have to get accepted into the partner program. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time over the past year. Funnily enough, they did that as a way of stopping like bad content from being monetized, but the person that they did it because of didn't get affected by it at all. They changed that setting. They changed that setting in the requirements and everything because of that freaking like Logan Paul dude doing something stupid. And so then they changed it to where you had to meet those requirements, but clearly that guy has more than 1,000 subscribers. So you started back in 2019 and you need to get to that watch time. Yeah, you know, it's definitely not easy at all. But I wouldn't even focus on getting monetized. Because really, like even when you do get monetized, I mean, you're talking about a few cents, you know, it's not very much. I got monetized a little over a year ago, and my channel has grown significantly over the past year, and I'm just now to a point to where I'm, you know, making like 50, 60 bucks a month. And that is probably inflated right now because of Jurassic World doing so well. Because of the new movie coming out, because of a lot of people taking interest in this game, a lot more people are kind of flocking in and watching videos about it. Once it starts to die off a little bit more, it's not going to be even making that much. So I'll probably go back down to like 20 or 30 bucks a month. Like I said, it's enough to feed the gaming habit. You can buy a new game every couple months or so with the money you get from it, but definitely can't consider it a full-time job. Oh yeah, yeah. I honestly don't watch very much content on this game. There's a couple people that I've watched a little bit of videos of them playing this game, but really I haven't really watched all that much of other people playing it. Now let's go ahead and extract these. Oh yeah, the people with millions of subscribers, I mean, they're clearly making an absolute living off of it, and a fortune off of it. Honestly, they make a ton of money. But they also make a bunch of their money from things like sponsors and, you know, affiliate marketing and all that. Yeah, no, the new movie wasn't what I expected either. It was a little different. I still enjoyed it, but yeah, it wasn't quite what I was expecting it to be. At least plot-wise. Hey, look, we got sabotaged again. But it was just power loss, so that's fine. Fossil extraction complete. So, we have Maiasaura. These guys require 4 of them. Once we get these out, we're going to have to work on upgrading our scientists. Yeah, the ending was kind of eh. It just kind of suddenly ended. Profits have grown by 8%. All right, we don't even have the skill we need to put one of these out. So it is time to start to upgrade our.
Pique your interest.
It is time to upgrade our our scientists.
Disease-free dinosaurs is our goal. Not some, but all. Difficult, but not
So,
impossible, as you'll soon prove.
my favorite dinosaur from the movie. Yeah, I mean the Giga and the Very were both pretty awesome. Obviously I'm a fan of Rexy, so faster research and this one, and then we need to rest our one scientist here. But yeah, both of those dinosaurs are pretty cool. Oh, the Pyroraptor, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty neat one too. For the whole like 30 seconds that it was on the screen. Alright, so let's see here. We need more logistics never hurts. Apparently this person was already level 2. And then let's see here. More genetics. We're still really weak on welfare, so we might put her point towards welfare. Can we do the next level up though? Oh yeah, Dimetrodon was a cool one too, and it was on the screen for a couple seconds as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a jump scare. Just kind of laying this out in my head a little bit here, because yeah, I know that on Jurassic difficulty it's going to want you to have way more species, but yeah, I mean you could totally get another species in there, another species in here, another species in here, and as long as your guests are able to see them, then yeah, I mean you could get several up in here, so there's plenty of space. Oh, yeah. I've never made one of those before. Alright, let's see here. Staff improvements again. So yeah, I think it's going to be important here to upgrade our staff. Oh boy.
Please proceed to cover and remain there until the storm subsides.
Stay on top of fixing everything here. Looks like everything's good. There we go. No problem. Was a forward storm there. Alright, then our staff should be able to be upgraded again. Yeah, so we'll give her more logistics. This person could use more logistics. And then more welfare for her. More genetics for her. And then rest. So now we should be able to incubate these. But we're gonna need more of them. At this point, I'm just not even going to worry about that stinking meter down there. Because I don't think there's a way to stop it from filling up. So I think at this point, we're just going to have to deal with our staff being unhappy. Sorry that I'm asking you to do your job.
Reports that you've really taken to the job. That's brilliant.
Yeah, Sam, that's definitely something I'm trying to work on. I know that my thumbnails aren't very good. I definitely appreciate the feedback. It's definitely something that I know is an issue and that I'm trying to work on. Part of it is the limitations of the stuff that I use, though. Most of the time I edit off of Share Factory, which doesn't really give me good options for like making crazy awesome thumbnails. So I've just recently started using some better software to try to learn it and get a little better. Oh, nice. Hey, that's progress, though. I mean, when I first started my channel, I had like no subscribers, and as everybody does, you know, and it was like 1 or 2 videos here and there would start to do relatively all right, and then you'd start to see progress. So. Samsung. Oh, okay, I get it now. Nice. That was completely over my head. Yeah, Share Factory, it does the job, but it's obviously not ideal. But for a free software that's already built in, it works well enough. Alright, so we're waiting on this Maiasaura, and I can actually send it through this gate right here. So I won't even have to transport them. 78,000 and 23,000 are both pretty good, though.
This next objective could be a challenge, but I have every confidence you'll see it through.
Increase your park rating. Get to 3.5 stars. Well, that's the plan. So eventually we need to get up to 5 stars. Alright. Let's go ahead and release these. Alrighty. Well, hey, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully we'll see you back in a little bit, if we're still streaming it when you come back. If not, I'm sure we'll catch you in the next one. Send these out, let them do their thing. Might have to adjust this enclosure a little bit, but we'll see what happens. I just realized that this enclosure needs adjusting anyways. Do these have any water? Yeah, but it's all the way back here. So let's fix that. The water needs to be up here. That way the guests can see the dinosaurs. It keeps them up here. Go. And then let's go ahead and start working on these a bit. So they just need a little bit more tall nut, which we can put over here. Oh, put just a tad bit too much. There we go. So the brachiosaur is good, just barely. Let's close this gate and take a look here. So these guys just need to expand out. They got 1% ground fiber. I could probably put some more over here. That should start to get them to where they need to be as they spread out a little bit. Another power loss. Fix that real quick. And as these spread out, they'll start to get a bit more open space, so they should be fine. I'll check on them in a minute. So we have to get to 3.5 stars. We need 6 scientists employed for the higher level. Now I know there's an upgrade we can put on to increase the number of scientists we have. Let's take a look here and see if we can research the Suchomimus. What's my most viewed video? It was my Call of Duty video from Modern Warfare 1 when the first Modern Warfare came out, like the newest one, like the 2019 one. I realized that there was the executions in the game, and nobody had made videos on it yet. So during the beta, I went through and got an execution with every single character that was on there. And so every character that you could play as during the beta had a different execution set. So I went through and found all of them and did them all during the beta and then put it together into a video. And it was like the only video of somebody that had put all that together, so it got like 170,000 views or something like that. Let's see here. 3, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm like too short. So I need slightly better genetics to put that out. Okay. So let's see where this is at. If we click on here, it should take us right to it. So upgrades, scientist capacity. Nope. Of course it's not. Of course it's not going to. Let's see here. Staff center capacity. Well, how are we supposed to have 6 scientists employed if the capacity is here? Oh, right here. That's what it is. It's these new ones. So Paleo Medical Facility, extra scientists, Science Center, extra scientists, Expedition Center, extra scientists. So this is where we can get the extra scientists from. There we go. We need another hotel. I don't know that we're going to be able to get a path past that though, so yeah, we could throw it in. We can throw it in here. Why not? This will actually work fairly well. We're running out of power, so we're going to need to build another power station. There we go. Then we'll just connect the path around here. There we go. Alright, so we'll have more power, we'll have another hotel. That might jump us up to the next, to that 3.5 star mark. We'll see. Alright. Extra scientist upgrades. So now... Oh wait, increases the scientist limit of tasks from this building by 1. Well, that's not what I needed. Yeah, so now we can put more scientists on the tasks, but we can't... Okay, that didn't do what I thought it did. Oh wait, hang on. If we put that on the Science Center, then that'll allow us to potentially research it. Because now we can put an extra scientist on anything in here. We are still going to be 1 short, though. And we have all these people already trained up quite a bit. Yeah, we're running into a little bit of a snag here. Dang it. Why is it being silly? There we go. Staff Center, faster research. Yeah, we would need to have at least 6 scientists employed, but I don't know that that's even possible. I don't know how you're supposed to get 6. Yeah, because this would increase Staff Center building limit, but we'd have to research it in order to... So how do we get 2 more scientists? That's the thing to solve here is how to get 2 more scientists. Because I don't think we can build. Oh, we can build another one. Okay. So that whole time I was struggle bussing, and we could build another one. It's just earlier when I checked, we couldn't build anymore. Well, that solves all of our problems right there. Well, not all of them, but the majority of them. So get that built, staff center built, and now we can get 2 more scientists. Okay. So we need good welfare. That guy's got pretty good stats across the board. Yeah, so let's get him. And then let's see here. Reduces the cost of research. It'd be nice if we could get a cheaper incubation, but that might be a bit too much to ask for. There we go. So now we got some pretty solid welfare from that guy. And we have the genetics that we need, so let's see here. There we go. So Suchomimus will be researched now, and then we can really start to pump out some appeal. Yeah, Demo, I feel you there. Definitely, the older you get, the harder it feels like it is to make friends in real life. Getting into some deep talk now, but yeah. Gonna wait for my one person to be done. They have cheaper expeditions. So we're not gonna get the 200,000 bonus, but that's all right. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any like close friends. If I was to be honest, I mean, I have a few people that I hang out with, like basically at the gym. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the afternoons, and I have some people that I hang out with there, but you know, it's hard to call them like real, like true friends, just because I don't really hang out with them much outside of that. Almost at 3.5. Let's see here. Oh, I needed this. So now we have the cheaper expeditions. So instead of it being 850, it's 588. So saves us some money. Kind of laggy. Oh dang. It might be my internet. My internet where I'm at isn't the greatest. If the stream ends up dropping out, it's probably because or just like ending randomly, it's probably because my internet went out. Low health. going on with you? Oh, if looking for food, well, there should be food in here. Oh, there it goes. Alright. It found some. I was like, what the crap? Yeah, I mean, I don't have any people that I consider like close friends per se. I have some people that I hang out with on like a very occasional basis, but nobody that I consider super close. Six. Just gonna make a nice big Suchomimus enclosure here. There. And then I'll pump that full of Suchomimus and we'll win just from that. Oh, that can't be true. I'm sure there's some people out there that like you. I mean, everybody likes dinosaurs to a certain extent. Alright, let's see what fossils we got here. So we'll have to do this twice in order to, we'll have to do this twice in order to be able to get the Suchomimuses. Hey, thanks, Demo. I appreciate that. There's a pretty decent amount of effort that goes into it. I know I'm not like one of the top streamers by any means, and I have a lot of stuff that I could do better, but I do the best I can. Got some kind of illness running through our park. Alright, looks like we got some crypto going on. And then let's keep extracting these fossils. There we go. That'll be enough to put out the Suchomimuses, so... That's sad, Demo. You just gotta find somebody that likes dinosaurs as well. See, the public publicity didn't even help there. I got the better public publicity, but did not change my my sabotage risk. Yeah, no problem, Demo. throw this down here. And then we'll run this along. There we go. I ran this path along here, so that way it's hopefully still out of the Rex's, like, angry range. Yep, see? So, keep it out of that Rex's angry range, and we shouldn't have to deal with the Rex trying to eat them. Dramatic music. Suddenly, out of nowhere, dramatic music. Alright, Suchomimus is viable now, so yeah, at this point, basically, to get to 5 stars, I'm pretty sure we're just going to spam out Suchomimus. It'd be nice if we could get rid of that thirsty trait, but given that this is only the medium difficulty, I'm not even going to worry about that. Cheaper synthesis. And this person. There we go. So we still have a high chance at sabotage, but there's really no way to get around it. You can't stop them from being angry. And even if you do all the right things, they're still just going to be angry. So basically just have to constantly deal with sabotages. Alright, no more crypto in the park. So how much rating do we need? We need like 4,500. We could totally get that from just Suchomimus alone. And there were no baryonyx, were there? There was no baryonyx available. So 3 viable eggs. But 2 of them have intelligent, so we can just pick this one. So that way we don't have to worry about the intelligent. So we'll set that to go, and then we'll get more of them going here. There we go. Hey, welcome back, Sam. Yeah, you can send those over on Twitter, and I'll take a look and see. Now, I think Suchomimus requires at least a couple. Yeah, you need 3. So there will be a balancing act with that. Okay. Yeah, both of these have intelligent, and I don't want to deal with that, so discard. Now we're gonna have to rest our scientists. I want this to be at least a somewhat regular enclosure. Because one of the things we're going to do here, too, is we're going to put a viewing platform. So they can actually see all the way out there. Because we're going to need as many of them visible as possible. My Twitter name is the same as my my channel name. It's just The Expert. If you go to my channel, there's a link at the top to it. Yeah, that's fine, Demo. Alright, so we can't just put out the one Suchomimus because it'll be it'll be angry about, well, not having enough friends. So we'll have to hold off on putting that one out for now. Thanks, Demo. Appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully we can start getting some more that don't have the whatever trait, the intelligent trait or whatever it was. Well, that was a crap one. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Let's see if we got any new scientists available here. We need a cheaper incubation. Yeah, we have new ones, but they none of them have cheaper incubations. Your appeal went down a lot, but you're somehow still on 4.6. Yeah, your appeal will go down when your high appeal dinosaurs move out of view. If people can't see your dinosaurs, you don't get appeal for them. Well, this is getting frustrating. Might end up having to change my strategy a bit. Basically, all I'll have to do is just take this viewing platform and move it back and get rid of the viewing gallery. Yeah. When I heard about Jurassic World Evolution, I was pretty excited for it. Nope, that's not it. Might be is there a space? Oh, it never changed my original name. So it's Expert Destroyer 9. Here, I'll put it in here. There. That's my Twitter one. I haven't changed it over. That's the old name that I went by. I just apparently never changed the handle. Man, what the? Oh, dang it! Almost messed up there. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on these Suchomimus to be halfway decent before I put them out, but there should be a button on there somewhere for messaging. I don't use it all that much, so you'll have to play with it a little bit and figure it out. Yeah, I guess we'll just pay a bunch of money. Well, there's one that's aggressive, and it doesn't have intelligent. So we can do that one. It's going to be a pain trying to get a bunch of them that don't have intelligent, though.
Gate opening. Ranger assistance is urgently required.
Demo, it's hard to be somebody's friend just through the internet. I mean, it's one of those things is like, to call somebody a real friend. Man, these people are committed. They're protesting in a hurricane? Man. But yeah, for me to call somebody a true friend, usually, you know, somebody I hang out with on a regular basis and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you're fine. Keep all this stuff being repaired. Don't we need to research the feeder for these guys? Yeah. Alright, Demo. We'll see him in a little bit. Alright. Storm ended. Let's open this. Start getting some money again. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at your pictures here. It looks like yeah, your appeal is still really low. You're only at 59% appeal, so you're gonna need a lot more appeal. So yeah, a lot more dinosaurs is what you need. Personally, I use Suchomimus, but yeah, Megalosaurus wasn't half bad either. Jeez. Everything's getting poisoned and stuff. Oh wait, that was the... I clicked on the wrong thing there. There. Alright, now we need to research the fish feeder. It's only 47 seconds, so we can go ahead and start to release these over here.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Okay, Demo. So it's not just about how much each individual dinosaur gives. It's also about how much you can fit in a given amount of space. So, some dinosaurs give a pretty good amount of appeal, but they take a ton of space. And on the Southwest Challenge, you don't have very much space to play with. So, Suchomimus is like around 600 as well, but you can fit way more in an enclosure.
Commencing asset transit.
So, like, if you look at, like, a T-Rex, you know, this T-Rex actually, you know, is encompassing pretty much this entire space here. I just realized that it kind of overlaps this a little bit. I need to make this enclosure a little smaller. I don't want that T-Rex trying to get over to the Suchomimus.
Assets in the air. Asset transported.
Alright, so... Suchomimus. We'll pause this for a second because this is going to take a minute. But essentially, these guys like a bunch of water. They don't need nearly as much forest. The forest typically goes on the outside. And then they do need a fish feeder. And then they'll need sand everywhere. Go. That'll be fine for now. It'll spread out a little bit and its stats will get a little better. In the meantime, we need to get some more going here. Yeah, like I said, we can't stop our staff from just constantly being angry, so we're just gonna have to constantly deal with those issues popping up.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Alright, so kind of fast forward here. Let these things kind of spread out a little bit. So once they spread out, they'll find the forest that they're looking for. I can throw a little bit here.
That last objective was spot on. Truly inspiring.
There. Good enough for now. And then we need to put a gate. And then we need one of these. And then assign them. Let's take a look at the Suchomimus batch here. All three of them have intelligent. Because of course they do. So on Jurassic difficulty, I don't think I'm going to stop them from having intelligent. I think I'll just deal with having that extra space backwards. So we move the viewing platforms back just a little bit, and it'll be fine. Oh, okay. Yeah. I always forget to do that. Yeah, if we don't get one in this next batch that doesn't have the intelligent trait, then I'll just go ahead and make them anyways, and then I'll just adjust this enclosure. So obviously they need amenities back here. What I really want to see though is the transportation rating. There's not even a transportation rating on here. Oh, so I don't even need to make a tour ride. Go back there. There's not even a transportation rating at all. Yeah. We're getting there though, slowly but surely. All right, let's see here. Yeah, all of these have intelligence, so I'm just gonna start pumping these out. We're not gonna be able to keep them from having the intelligence, so
Completing objectives really helps us improve the park, so I hope you'll consider this one.
increase your park rating. We'll definitely be working on that here in a second. So, let's see here. We'll have to wait until we get it put in there in order to see where its radius is actually at. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did notice the new maps didn't get a challenge mode associated with them. That was kind of surprising, honestly. You would think that they would have done that. Oh, guest protests. We're just pretty much constantly having these things, but I mean, they're not really that big of a deal. Obviously, it drops your rating temporarily, but not anything we can't deal with. Let's see if we can get another batch of these going at the same time. Sure can. There. But yeah, if you wanted to see what I was talking about more with like the dinosaurs and their appeal and like which ones are actually better, if you go to my channel and you search through my Jurassic World videos, you'll find one that's like I forget exactly what I labeled it as. Is like best carnivores to use for appeal or yeah, best dinosaurs to use to boost your appeal. And I did a bunch of testing with the carnivores to see which ones were the best. And yeah, I mean, basically, the way I look at it is money in this game isn't quite as much of an issue as space is. You typically will run out of space way before you run out of money. And so you typically run into issues of needing more appeal and just not having the space to do it. So you got to focus on putting as much appeal per enclosure as you can. So I tested which dinosaurs did exactly that. Yeah, there was obviously some are way better than others. And in fact, like all the large carnivores kind of aren't great, and all the small carnivores aren't great. It's actually the medium carnivores that seem to do the best.
En route to pick up the asset.
So once these get in there, we'll be able to see exactly where we need to move these to.
Transit has commenced.
Yeah, these have 639 appeal apiece, and you'll see I'll be able to get.
Asset transportation in progress.
I mean, I had to make it slightly smaller because of the wrecks, so I'll probably get like at least 10 of them in here.
Transporting asset. Asset delivery confirmed.
Gotta love all my dinosaurs getting poisoned all the time. Oh, is it? Yeah, obviously I haven't done it yet, so. Okay, there it is. So I just need to move this back about in line with the about in line with that. So
Confirming asset delivery.
there we go. So now we can put all this back together, and you should see our star rating jump pretty tremendously here. And the guests should be out of range. Yep. So basically just have to keep the guests a little extra far back. And they do need another feeder. But otherwise, they have plenty of space. And they haven't even explored most of it yet, so. The Jurassic Park 1 map is the hardest? Okay. Ah. Of course they have tuberculosis. And my staff is currently busy, so we will need to get on top of that here soon. Jurassic Park 2 is the easiest. Yeah, it sounded like it wasn't going to be very difficult, because it sounds like it just gives you all the dinosaurs. Publicity rating set to 100%. Yeah, that's fine. We didn't necessarily need the money. But what we do need is this tuberculosis treatment. And then let's go ahead and release these.
Collecting asset.
So how many are we up to? I mean, we're already up to 7 of them in here. So yeah, we're going to get way more than 10 of them. You can see our appeal just like skyrocketed. Need more shelter and restroom coverage. We can solve all that in a minute. Yeah, that tuberculosis is starting to spread. Need to rest our scientists. There we go.
Asset transportation underway. Asset transportation complete.
Start getting all this stuff healed up. And let's see here. Yeah, our one person is still resting, so...
Asset has been transported.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. I got hit with that earlier, as you probably seen. Alright, do need to double check on these. Yeah, still sitting absolutely good. Although it says population of 7, even though there's 9 of them in here. Wait, where's numbers 1 and 2? Where are my other 2 Suchomimus? Well, this is weird. 2 of them disappeared. Numbers 1 and 2 disappeared. I didn't get anything saying that they died. Did they get, like, stolen or something? Gotta love tuberculosis, just like jumping from all the way over there to all the way over here. Such a pain to deal with. Yeah, that's strange that those other 2 disappeared. Hopefully we can get rid of this tuberculosis here any second. There we go. Alright. No more tuberculosis to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, they're not on this map, so... Alright, so we have to wait 4 minutes for those. How much time are we up to? We're only at 2 hours and 17 minutes, so... We're only halfway to what they recommend your 5-star mark be. So in the meantime... I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of these in here. So there's drinks. Gifts and food. I need emergency bunkers and restrooms. Probably gonna need a hotel as well, so we can go ahead and just throw that in there. Now we should be able to watch our star rating jump up quite a bit. Wait for all this to finish building. see our... Gate failure. Huh. Oh no! They sabotaged this gate. This gate doesn't go anywhere. Good job. Good job sabotaging that gate. That accomplished a lot. And since we got it paused, we can go ahead and start to configure these. So 7900 is actually the highest one. 16. 23. 25. 29. Can we hit 30? Nope. 29 it is. And then let's see here. 35. Oop. 69. 87. And 17. 17. 22. There's 31. Which is pretty much exactly what we need. Doesn't get any higher than that. And then, let's see here. It's 11. And then, let's see here. There's 20. 20. And then, like, 24. 28. We might be able to get a little bit more. 30. Yep, right there. Alright. So now our star rating should jump up quite significantly. Buy a VR and play Jurassic World Aftermath? Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm hoping to get a VR headset at some point. I heard, you know, the PlayStation VR 2 is supposed to be coming out here somewhat soon, so might look into getting that.
That's a star for a star.
There we go.
Job well done.
Jumped right up to 4 stars.
We can consider this objective done.
Just waiting to see if this updates or if we need another hotel. I guess I could see about hiring another scientist. Decreases task time for incubation by 50%. That would actually be pretty solid for right now. Okay. So we'll be able to pump these things out even faster. The Oculus 2 or MetaQuest. Yeah, I don't have a PC though. So I wouldn't really be able to use those. That's the thing, you know, I don't have a good gaming PC. Eventually I'd like to upgrade and get something like that so I can play some PC games. But currently I do not. One of these days maybe I'll do a big stream and I'll set that as like a fundraising goal or something. See if we can raise enough funds to be able to buy a nice gaming PC for the channel. Could do a fun like unboxing video or something, and like setup video once we get it.
Asset being transported.
Hey Jim, how's it going? This will work. And then let's go ahead and rest our scientists up again. Yeah, we just constantly have this threat of sabotage, but you can't really get anywhere from that. Hey, not much, Jim. Just working on getting 5 stars here. We're almost there. Shouldn't be too much longer. Still got plenty of space.
Transportation underway.
To 4.4 stars.
Asset delivered.
Yeah, the park's going all right. We're getting there, that's for sure.
Asset in transit.
It's yeah, we're just doing a challenge mode playthrough. Right now we're just doing it on medium, just because it doesn't take nearly as much time. But I'll definitely be doing this on Jurassic difficulty fairly soon, actually. So they need another fish feeder, which is fine.
Transportation complete.
Scientists are currently resting. Say, what are you upset about? You shouldn't be upset. There we go. So we have 10 of these things in here, which is, like I said, pretty insane. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were their own standalone thing. Yeah, I'll have to look into that a bit. I thought that you had to have a PC in order to use those things. Shows how much I know. Yeah, so we already reached the amount of appeal that we need. So let's take a look here. We need more accommodation, and that's it. So we actually don't even need any more dinosaurs. All we gotta do is throw this down, and we'll be good. Throw this down. Make sure that we have all of our. Right. Yeah, we need a few more shops through here. There we go. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, welcome back, Demo. So we pause this for a second. We just have to configure these again. Everybody's favorite. Just scrolling through these. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's completely necessary. So 15. This one's 20. I doubt we're going to be able to get any more out of it. Yep. So that one's maxed. Then let's see here. 8,700. And then... Oh, okay. Awesome. $25. $28. Yeah, hopefully you end up getting a lot of use out of it, end up enjoying it a bunch. 2,100, 2,500, okay. Nope, I clicked on the wrong one. There it was. Hey, let's see here, 49, 6,000, 7,000, 10. There we go. All right. So we'll unpause that once this is finished. There we go. Accommodation rating 100%. These are all making pretty solid money. We'll take a look here. Our appeal dropped because some of these Suchomimus must have walked far enough out that you can't see them. But otherwise, restroom coverage could be a little better. we will go ahead and continue making these. And then, let's see here, restroom coverage. So we need another restroom. Could be a little better in this spot. And then, let's see here. Doesn't look like we need it anywhere else. There's a small need for it down here, but not really. There we go. So our restroom coverage is at 100%. Now this is going to be just a waiting game. I'm just waiting for everything to line up just right. We just need all these Suchomimus to be in the right spot. Our star rating should consistently keep going up now until it jumps up to 5. What time are we at? 2.5. Oh, is it? I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Challenge mode is a real pain sometimes, so... yeah, Jim, I did see the new movie. I watched it the day it came out. It's like, what, last Friday?
Together, we are moving mountains. Or at least large, stubborn animals from millions of years ago. So this next objective should be easy peasy. Living dinosaurs should be enough to have the world beat a path to our door. But we can do better.
So there shouldn't really be anything stopping us from getting 5 stars now. I honestly don't know why we haven't already hit it. If I had to guess, maybe we need to reconfigure a couple things. Yeah, here. We need to reconfigure a couple things. Just to try to squeak out some more profit. 18. So if you get really close and you can't quite get to 5, a lot of times what you need to do is go through here and reconfigure some of these things.
Hop on board for the park tour and experience 65 million years in the making.
So like taking off this is going to gain us a little bit of money. Because this one isn't as necessary. Oh, okay. You watched it on the 11th? And let's see here. Down here, there's really not much of a demand down here.
Delivery complete.
So I'm not gonna worry about those. How are these ones looking? Might be able to get a little bit more out of these. See here. Oh, we can get a lot more out of these, actually. See, right here, this is where we were messing up. We can get a lot more money out of this. 9,400. 9,400. And then this one is already making a good amount, so let's see if that makes any changes for us. Oh, and this is probably affecting it too, so these guys need a little bit more forest. Throw some forest back there, and then they need a little bit more water, so just throw some water here. There we go. So that'll increase our dinosaur welfare back up to 100. All of our shops are making more money. Oh, come on. Of course.
Proceed to cover and remain there until
Of course. Jeez, it's so loud. Should you do T-Rex or one? Depends on how much space you have. Putting a second T-Rex in makes it take a lot more space. And then when you try to put a third T-Rex in, the space goes absolutely ballistic. This is actually what the game typically does to try to stop you when you're about to win. So it knew I was about to win, so it gave me a storm, and it's breaking like everything. It's breaking everything, and it's hurting all my dinosaurs. Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever. I usually stick to just 2, though, because if you put more than 2, it requires an exponentially higher amount of space.
Transportation underway.
Yeah, this is frustrating. We would have pretty much had 5 stars right there, but it just hadn't registered yet. And then they decided to give us this big storm, hurt all of our dinosaurs, try to let all of our dinosaurs out. That's what this game does. Now that being said, nothing did get out.
Asset transported.
As with humans, head injuries need to be treated with great care. We need to examine this animal immediately to assess the injury.
Man, how did all these dinosaurs get a concussion? I don't understand how they all got concussions. Were they like ramming their head against the fence during that storm or something? Like, what the crap?
Asset collection request received.
Let's get this moved.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Transit has commenced.
So we just gotta wait for our rating to come back, and then we'll see how close.
Asset has been transported. Asset transportation in progress.
Back up to 4.6. 4.7.
Delivery
4.8.
has been completed.
Come on. Give me 5 stars. My appeal is where it needs to be. My dinosaur welfare isn't quite at 100% because that thing has a concussion. Everything else is good. Yeah, we should be good here. There's no reason we shouldn't have 100% or a 5 star. So we need to trank and move this one. Once this parasaur is ready to move here.
Collecting asset.
There we go. Trank and move.
Picking up asset.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? We need 100,000 more profit per minute.
Asset in transit.
So I guess if that's the case, let's go ahead and get another Suchomimus going.
Asset delivered. Transporting asset.
We're like right on the fence of being able to get the 5 stars.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Now the other thing I could do here, if I really need it, there's another one with a concussion over here. Did that not get fixed or what? Like, or maybe it was just sick the whole time. I don't know. It's being weird.
En route to collect the asset.
Hey, welcome back, Toonami. Rest our scientists. This is like antagonizingly close. Yeah, we're at 120% appeal. There's no reason why we shouldn't be good here. We do have a bit of overcrowding, but that's not going to affect that much. We're making plenty from our shops. This might just be another one of those maps where you have to have more appeal than it originally said.
Asset has been collected. Asset has been delivered.
How many do we have in here? We have 12 of them in here. Yeah, what the crap? Our park rating just dropped down to 4.6. Come on. It's probably because the Suchomimus walked back into the back of the enclosure again.
Heading to collect the asset.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Another guest protest. Hey, I'm glad it's making your day. Watching me struggle bus a little bit here. It's like we're like right at that 5-star mark, but we just can't quite get it.
Asset to be collected.
Yeah, my publicity rating dropped, so that's gonna drop how much we make. Do we have any other species available that we haven't put out? I really don't want to do Velociraptor.
Asset transportation underway.
Let's see here. Because if we can just put out like another species, we'll get a little bit of a bonus as well. We'll get Euoplocephalus and put it in here, which we talked about way earlier, and then we never did. Throw Euoplocephalus in there; it'll take away some of our species variety penalty. And then that should get us somewhere.
Asset being transported. Commencing asset transit.
Alright, so they need more fish, which is fine. And then they need more forest.
Delivery complete. Transportation complete.
And then they need more water. Just need a little bit more forest. There we go. Let's say we're starting to kind of reach our limit with how many we can get in here, so we currently have 14 in this enclosure though. Of course we wouldn't get quite enough from that. Alright, so we'll throw this parasaur back in here. I'm actually I'm neither, Toonami. I'm actually very much like in the middle. I have leanings towards both in some ways. I mean, it really depends on the topic. I guess you would consider me more of like a libertarian kind of person. I guess would be more of the way that I would lean. Basically, this is a free country and people should be free to do as they please. Is pretty much what it comes down to for me. Am I gonna start the campaign today? Let me check here real quick. You actually have, it looks like about 4 minutes, and it'll be uploaded. I already recorded the campaign and edited it. That's what I did yesterday.
Transportation complete.
So the video has been uploading all day, but it's like an hour long. So hope you guys have some popcorn because you'll be sitting there a while if you watch the whole thing. But yeah, I edited the whole campaign together yesterday. At least the first level. I didn't do the second level. I didn't make a video on that because the second level is basically nothing but spoiler for the entire movie. And I don't want to put that out and like spoil the movie for people. So I completely just didn't even record the second level. Let's see here. Still waiting on our publicity rating to come back up to 100%. Probably not. I actually have a couple things that I'm going to need to do in like the next little over an hour. I'm going to have to go to do some stuff. So I'll be in. Basically, once I get 5 stars, I'll probably end the stream there. Or if I somehow don't get 5 stars in the next hour, I'll end up ending it then. But we'll be back again probably tomorrow, playing it again, just to do each one of them on medium. Just that way I can get a feel for each of them. And once I've done each of them on medium, I'll go back and I'll do them all on Jurassic, and then I'll make a guide for each map on Jurassic, just with some tips and tricks that I figured out along the way. For anybody that may be struggling. Let's see here. I need to check how many of these need. They need 2. So I could do those 2 and it would be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine right there. So that and that. There we go. Once this comes out, it should start to push us towards 5 stars. Because it'll be an extra species in the park. And hopefully my publicity rating's back up to 100%. All my shops are good. My appeal is good. Yeah, so we just need a bit more appeal than it originally said is what it's looking like.
Asset required collection.
Yeah, we'll throw those in there. I would assume this would get us there.
Transportation underway. Assets in the air.
Alright, so this just needs some ground fruit. go. And then let's take a look at these. Make sure that these are still good. They are.
Confirming asset delivery.
There. So Euoplocephalus and the Struthiomimus are good. Okay, what am I missing? Is this just another one of those where it says that you need a certain amount of appeal, but you actually need way more? Or what? Because I feel like I definitely should have had 5 stars by now. Yeah, this is So I'm at 8,300. Guest comfort's 100%, guest approval's 100%. 98, 93, 98. Profits are good on all of those. I mean, I could always put another species in. I mean, if that's what it's acting like it's wanting me to do, because, I mean, I just still don't have what I need. Just trying to look to see what we have here. This is starting to get a little frustrating. These don't mind Ankylosaurs, so we can do Crichton in here. Yeah, we'll lose the 250,000. That's fine. Park rating and profit has not changed. Huh. Even though I put out another species, it didn't change, apparently. Appeal is still sitting way higher than it needs to be, so... Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep pumping out dinosaurs until eventually we get there. So it's just not wanting to get me what I need. Those needed reopened. You know, I'm pretty sure these Stegosaurus aren't even visible. But they shouldn't be making that much of a difference. Yeah, I don't know that we can get hardly any more in here. We're gonna have to do the expedition again in order to get enough. How do you unlock the Quetzal? I am honestly not sure yet. I haven't actually even seen it in here yet, so I am not entirely sure. It might be in one of the challenge modes. I might have to check at some point and see. That's how you pretty much unlock everything else on the challenge modes. So I would imagine that's where it's at. Still sitting at 4.8. Just can't quite get to that 5-star. Maybe this will fix it. Let's configure these. 15,000. There was a 23, 28. Let's see, 29. Can't quite hit 30, can we? No, that was negative 870. Apparently this one didn't do crap. The food was severely needed, but the drink not so much. I was hoping that would do the trick. Maybe there's more needed down here? I doubt it, though. We already have quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be enough to make a difference. Well, we went up to 4.9 and right back down to 4.8. So we're literally right there on the edge. And we're back down to 4.7. So it's fluctuating, which means it probably has to do with where our Suchomimuses are. When they wander all the way into the back there, they can't be seen. Which is another reason why we need these expeditions. So we can get another species. If we can get another species, then each one of the Suchomimus will be worth even more because it's losing less from the penalty for having not enough species in the park. So, hopefully this will do the trick. but our stinking rating keeps dropping. Minute 28. There should come back up, because now they're all walking back up here again. They just occasionally walk all the way back there into the back, and they can't be seen. Alright, let's get this Crichton out. It needs a minimum population of 3. Oh yeah? Yeah, I haven't done the Biosyn one yet. Is that even on here? I didn't think there was a challenge mode for... are you talking sandbox? Pretty sure it was just that one. Alright, let's get this Crichton out as fast as we can. Still not sure why we're not at 5 stars. We have 145% appeal. 100% guest comfort, 100% guest approval. Food coverage is good. I mean, are any of these in the negative now all of a sudden, or what? All of our shops are good. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, you need to... I'm pretty sure you have to buy the campaign. Oh yeah, why is that? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
En route to collect the asset.
Attention all personnel.
Right when I felt like I was gonna get 5 stars.
Asset being transported.
It just won't let me get it. It won't let me get 5 stars every time I start getting close. It does this.
Asset has been collected.
Okay, everything looks fine over there. That was a pretty short storm. Still broke a bunch of stuff.
Asset transportation in progress.
Is 3 stars good or bad? 3 stars is, I mean... 3 stars is decent. I mean,
Asset has been
it's in the middle of it. I mean, your goal is to get to 5, obviously. Ground fruit, ground leaf, ground nut. Ground leaf. Ground fruit. Ground nut.
Asset delivered.
Alright, let's see here. All these guys are good. I need to wait for a second for the ranger teams to get over here. My stinking park rating has went down as I've continued putting stuff out. I mean, it makes literally no sense. 4.5? Come on. Now it's just getting frustrating. Like, my park is pretty much flawless at this point, and it's still, like, being finicky on everything. Well, flawless besides the fact that the baryonyx, or the Suchomimus keep doing that. Let's see here. Yeah, see, our appeal is dropped down to 100%, but we're still, you know, at 100%. You'd think that would be enough, but apparently it's not. .8. I need all those baryonyx, or not baryonyx, Suchomimus to come back. I mean, I could potentially put out another species, but really don't want to have to. Let's see here. I mean, I could make velociraptors just as an additional species, an extra appeal, but then they would get annoying to deal with. I'll give it a second and see what happens if we can get these guys back over here. Actually, hang on. It's like that one feature that I said nobody would ever use. Let's see if I can force this to happen. Maybe. If this thing wasn't so hard to control. There. I, like, forced him out of there. Now, come on. Give me my rating. Yeah, see, it jumped up to 144% appeal. Maybe because it's too crowded here? I mean, at this point, I'm just trying about anything I can do to get this, because it's being stupid. There's no reason why I shouldn't have 5 stars when I have 156% appeal. And 100% of everything else. A pet bird? No, I don't have a pet bird. There, let's try that.
The first time I felt the breath of a dinosaur, I was gobsmacked. Nothing since then has really surprised or shocked me. Still, you seem capable. What with all the objectives you're finishing?
Alright, Lord. We'll talk to you later. Jump back up to 4.6. 4.8. Maybe. Maybe that did the trick. There it went. Okay.
You know how to check all the boxes, that's for sure. A huge well done for achieving a 5-star rating.
So it was the overcrowding issue. The one thing I was overlooking. So, guess to make sure to make that a point. Double check your overcrowding, because your overcrowding will cause you issues. But yeah, there we go. We hit 5 stars. I mean, that was a lot slower than I was hoping. We probably could have done that probably about 30 to 45 minutes quicker if I would have realized I had an overcrowding issue. But yeah, let's take a look at what we had here. So it immediately jumped up to where we needed more accommodation. So yeah, we completely overshot what we needed. But yeah, this Suchomimus enclosure absolutely comes in clutch. So yeah, I mean, really, we didn't end up needing all that much. Yeah, we have tons and tons of money left over, so money wasn't even remotely an issue. So let's exit to main menu here. And then we'll take a look. I don't think that there's a huge difference between Jurassic and Medium. Not enough to really change your strategy that much. So if we come in here, I just realized that there aren't any skin unlocks for this, which is kind of silly. So your starting cash is about half, and it increases your storm risk, disease risk, and your staff salary. So you'll make less money. You'll have more storms, more diseases, but other than that, I think everything else will be pretty much the same. So this shouldn't be too terribly hard to complete. But yeah, tomorrow when we stream, we'll do San Diego, which a couple of you have told me that it's pretty easy. So we'll bust that one out real quick. We'll jump onto Site B, and then yeah, we'll kind of go through and we'll complete all these on Medium, and we'll kind of formulate a game plan for each of them on Jurassic, and then we'll go back through on Jurassic, beat them entirely on Jurassic, and then once we've done that, and I've come up with some like tips on how to beat them and everything, I will put together videos for each one of them on how to beat each one of them a little easier. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I got a couple things to do tonight and whatnot, so I need to get around to get ready for that. But I appreciate you guys being here today. It's a pleasure talking to all you guys and just hanging out again. And yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what time I'll start streaming tomorrow because I do need to finish up a couple videos real quick before I start streaming. So, but yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. And yeah, so have a good evening, guys, or night, day, whatever time it is in the world where you're at, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So, till then, take care.